even right there.
What's his name?
Occupied North America.
There is a war. It's happening now. It will decide the fate of humanity. The time to choose sides has come. We are the resistance. We are the InfoWar. It is Wednesday, the 26th day of February 2014. The embattled Austin police chief, Ardie Saveda, is scheduled to be in studio. He's made international headlines in the last week with statements after the police tackled and arrested a woman who was jogging, wearing earbuds, listening to music, and did not hear their command to stop. And he said, hey, she's lucky she didn't get raped like other police departments would do. And then he gave examples of police raping women. And I guess it really is a real argument. As sneaky and slick as Ardie Saveda is, he does have the will to come in on air and argue with me and debate. And he does say off-the-cuff things that I actually agree with. I mean, it shows how much trouble this country is in that we ought to be glad they're just not raping people like some other big police departments are. But that's not why I've got him coming on, but we'll raise that issue with him at the bottom of the third hour. By the way, one of my friends went out to eat in downtown last week and about 10 o'clock at night was leaving after the business meeting. And he got pulled over with him and his buddy, and both of them are not, one of them hardly drinks. The other person hasn't had anything to drink in 17 years. He's proud of that. And the cop screams at him, get out of the car. He's like, well, what have I done? Well, just get out of the car, and you're gonna breathe in this breathalyzer using force, using threat. Okay, I'll breathe in the breathalyzer. And then no alcohol found. So the other guy says, I haven't had anything to drink in 17 years. He screams at him and says, I don't believe you. Shut up, liar. And that all goes on. And he said the cop looked like he was about 19 years old and was just screaming at him the whole time. And I just don't know if I can handle this anymore. In a so-called free country being treated like that. Now, most Austin police do not act like that. And I know we're a nationwide radio show. It's just that more and more, it's like we're in Fallujah and I'm an al-Qaeda operative is the way I'm being treated or something. Like I'm a terrorist, and I've just quite frankly had enough of it. I've got a bunch of other news on Ukraine. Also, California college student teaches school, $50,000 lesson on Constitution, Fox News. Remember, he got cited and arrested for handing out pocket constitutions at the college. And he's now won $50,000. They violated his rights. That just shows how warped the school is to say, oh, to have an official event, you've got to be sanctioned by us. Well, you're allowed to physically hand out whatever you want. You're allowed to hand out Christmas cards that say, I love Jesus on them. The school can't be, if it takes taxpayer money, officially pushing a religious view. And the same thing with a First Amendment view just for speech. So there you go, another example. And people see this everywhere. You know, cops coming over and saying, I've had Austin cops come over and say, turn your camera off, you can't film. And I'm 100 yards from what they're doing. And I go, nope, First Amendment, well, I'm going to arrest you. Well, I don't want to have to sue you, officer, but, please don't violate my First Amendment, and they'll back off. In other cities, I've been arrested for filming. And my cameramen have. And Rob Dew won a big lawsuit with Pittsburgh. And, he had to do it. He was up on top of a hill filming police attack peaceful college students. The day after G20 ended, they came up to mainstream media, said, you're mainstream media, you're mainstream. Who are you with? Oh, I'm with Texas Television, InfoWars. Well, we're going to arrest you. You're not allowed to be out here. In America. On a hill over a university, aiming a camera down 300 yards. That's America. The cops actually believe that and treat you like you're in an occupied third world country. Let's go to Thomas. You're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, Alex, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I had the pleasure of meeting you in San Antonio at the gun rally. I was standing behind you while you were interviewing Sergeant Slaughter, and one of his cronies pushed me out of the way because I was getting too close to the king, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, when I interviewed the San Antonio police chief? Yeah, we did an open carry demonstration, and I had my M4 strapped to my back, along with about 1,500 other Texans. And, you know, the police didn't implement their law against open carry, even though it's unconstitutional. They backed off that day, didn't they?
It was a good thing, you know. But once everybody started dwindling down, you could see then they starting putting pressure on people to get out of there. But
that's right. Well, we're enemies. You know, we're the food. In the decade after iodine was added to staple foods, there was a 15-point increase in IQs in the areas that had previously been deficient. I hope you'll visit InfoWarsLife.com and get our InfoWars Life Survival Shield.